Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. So Saturday night's race at Daytona was probably the best traditional superspeedway race I have seen in years. We did not see a lot of the excessive fuel saving that we have grown accustomed to in the next-gen era, and we saw cars charge from the back to contend for the win. Our winner, Ryan Blaney, being one of those examples, having charged from 13th to 1st in the final two laps. We had no shortage of drama either, watching one of our points competitors spin out and damage their car early on, just to see the other one get caught up in a large wreck just 10 laps later. Both stages were decided in pretty close fashion as well, with the 5 of Kyle Larson edging out the 12 of Ryan Blaney to win Stage 1, and the 1 of Ross Chastain getting the better of the 22 of Joey Logano in Stage 2. Following that, it looked like the 22 was the strongest car on the final stage, holding off both lanes for an extended period, just to spin from the lead late and fail to find themselves in contention when the checkered flag fell. In the end, it would be Ryan Blaney who came away with his second win of the season, capping off a strong finish to the regular season that saw 6 straight top 10s and a second place finish in the regular season standings. But he certainly wouldn't win this race unopposed. He did have to go 4 wide with the 99 of Daniel Suarez, the 7 of Justin Haley, and the 41 of Cole Custer, who are all looking to punch their way into the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. On top of that, we also had the 43 of Eric Jones and the 17 of Chris Buescher, who were just behind them, while the number 5 of Kyle Larson was also within the top 7. All 7 of those cars were within 5/100ths of a second of the lead. But since Ryan Blaney won, and he had previously won this season, we did not have a new winner, which means that the 45 team of Tyler Reddick and the 48 team of Alex Bowman were able to punch their way into the playoffs on points. We had some more heartbreaking moments as well in this race. The 8 of Kyle Busch got caught up in an early wreck, ending his chance at a playoff berth, along with the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We also saw the engine expire on the 77 of Carson Hocevar, ending his chances at a sophomore berth in the playoffs. Ryan Preece found himself in position late with a chance to win, but would ultimately get hung out to dry by Kyle Larson, who was looking to secure the final playoff spot for his teammate Alex Bowman. Neither RFK Racing or Spire Motorsports will have any representation in the 2025 Cup playoffs. Another storyline in this race was the battle for second in the regular season points. Entering this race, we already knew the 24 team of William Byron had the regular season championship wrapped up, but the battle for second was tight. In the end, it would be Ryan Blaney edging out Kyle Larson for the honor, while Chase Elliott failed to win any stage points, Denny Hamlin had issues, and Christopher Bell couldn't get the finish he needed. Expect to see the momentum that Blaney has built over the last few weeks translate into a strong performance in the early playoffs, especially at Gateway, where had his fuel held up, Blaney would have been in victory lane a year ago. A couple other drivers that are notable for the early playoffs are the 5 of Kyle Larson and the 24 of William Byron, for a couple of reasons. First, they are tied as the top seed in the Cup playoffs, but with Darlington and Bristol coming up, these are both good tracks for either one or both of these drivers. Larson and Byron both perform well at Darlington, as long as we take away throwback weekend on Larson's part. And Larson has dominated the last 2 races at Bristol, which would also include the fall race last season, where he led over 400 laps en route to victory. So now let's do a quick recap of the points situation heading into our first week of the playoffs. Hendrick Motorsports teammates Kyle Larson and William Byron find themselves tied for the lead at plus 26 to the cut line, followed by Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, and Christopher Bell, who are -3, -6, and -9 to the leaders respectively. Shane Van Gisbergen's road course domination put him at -10 to the leaders. We then have a small gap of -19 to Chase Elliott, and then -22 to Chase Briscoe. -24 to Bubba Wallace and Austin Cindric, and then -25 for best friends Ross Chastain and Joey Logano. The 4 drivers that find themselves below the cut line are Josh Berry and Tyler Reddick at -26, Austin Dillon at -27, and Alex Bowman at -30. The RFK duo of Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece are the first 2 to find themselves outside of playoff contention. So what do you guys think? Do you think that the Coke Zero 400 was a good race? Do you agree with me that it was probably the best traditional superspeedway race in the next-gen era? Or did you not find it that interesting? Are you maybe just not big on superspeedway racing in general? Or was it just not that exciting to you? I'd like to find out. Why don't you comment below? Let me know. Besides that, how do you think that the early playoffs are going to play out? Do you think the three drivers that I mentioned are going to come out strong, or is there somebody else that you have your eyes on? Maybe Denny Hamlin, who won at Darlington earlier this year and has performed quite well at Bristol in the past, or maybe Christopher Bell finds the speed again and makes his way in, or maybe the Penske duo of Austin Cindric and Joey Logano can find their way into victory lane as they tend to manage to do in the postseason. Let me know below what you think, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.